My name is Kristen Niedermeyer, and I'm here to explain my video on work. Understanding work and its value for me has come line upon line, and here a little, there a little. So I'm going to begin with these bookends that were they were given to me by my father before he died, and he got them from my grandmother, who's 97 years old right now, and she binds quilts actually. Even though she's lost her sight, she still continues to work. And the bookends were made by my paternal great-grandfather, Albert Roy Anderton. Towards the end of his long life, he also was blind at the time he carved these. So he still kept busy doing work that he could do, and my motto has been regarding work, this was handed down from my grandmother: fix it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. And the other one would be given from my father, and it's when it's too tough for you, it's just right for me. So from my grandmother, I got my love of sewing, and I sew all kinds of different things, but this is a birthday calendar that I did every single stitch and every pieced applique. I created all of it in the buttons, so January through December for my whole family with their birthdays. It's been a treasure for me. This right here is a book that I received for Christmas one year, and it was so beautiful that I committed every year I would make a Christmas book for others. So I get a binder and I get page protectors. I make all of the papers, and it comes with an advent calendar, and I wrap the binder up with material and put a tag on it, and I give these out every single year. And so what was really special about that project that I've done every year is our dear friends who we gave this book to, they in turn gave us a terracotta lamp dated at the time when Christ was on the earth. So there's the oil lamp, and I have since taken it and put it in this beautiful frame with this picture, which means a lot to me. I hang it up in our house, and so from this came that, which was really meaningful. I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to our family here. I made this family home evening board that has served us for years. This right here is all of my humans. And so we have, as babies, I did this project for my birthday. This is me and my husband, and then my children. We've lost 2 little ones, and so I just have little feet to represent them, even though they're not their feet, but it's a placeholder for my children that I've lost. And this here is, again, it was a birthday present that I made for myself that shows the value of work, that it didn't cost more than $30. I mean, the frame was like $20, the pictures were less than that. So for less than $30, I have a treasure here of photos of my dad and my husband's dad, his mom, my siblings, and my husband's siblings. So this is really sweet, that I feel like shows the value of work, how it can mean so much, but yet it doesn't have to cost a lot. And these are something that it was out of my own head. I took each of my children with their ages, and I had them interviewed by a neighbor. And so I took the silhouettes of their pictures and put the interview inside. And so got their names and ages on there, and it's priceless treasure of work from my own head on paper for me. It's art for my home, which I love. it's decorated like a scrapbook, and this is one of many scrapbooks that I have. And so my husband, for Father's Day, I did this when the kids were younger. He's a physicist, so I dressed my one son up as a physicist. And here's my darling other. My husband is an avid shooter, so we had my son dressed up like this, and my daughter, we put her in his clothes, and you can just see how cute. My husband's hobby was bowling, so anyway, I worked really hard on many albums for my family on the scrapbooks, and these are the cross stitches that I've done, and they're just very meaningful. It's a very hard work that it takes time and patience, and this was my first effort. I gave this hummingbird to my mother. She loves hummingbirds, and when she passed away, I got it back. And this right here, I had my daughter help me. She's learning the value of cross stitch and the love of cross stitch, because we did part of this. Every time I look at this rose, I think of how we did this together. And I actually altered the pattern, and I put in "Forgiveness is the fragrance, the rose leaves on the heel that crushes it" by Mark Twain. And the purple reminds me of the Savior and how through the atonement we can receive forgiveness. So though my heart has been broken at times with different challenges in life and such, this has really healed my heart. So I know that our work can really help heal our hearts. So as ever, this right here is a project that I'm currently working on. Our work is never done. I felt like this is a value to do this. I'm going to be making all of these birds. It's going to be quite long and large, but it's the beginning of work that isn't quite completed right now. So this quilt was my father's. Actually, it wasn't my father's. I bought it with the intent of it reminding me of after I lost my dad. We used to garden together. He was an amazing gardener, and he lived on this property. The houses remind me of his land, and it was just very, very precious. When I saw this, my heart just was so stolen because of the fine detail and I just have such an appreciation of hard work, the hard work of others. So when I looked at this, I just was so blown away. And we had actually, it's important because when my father passed away, the inheritance money that we got, my husband and I decided to pay the tuition that was owing for my children's schooling. We gave all of it to the school to pay for the tuition. And that was in the spring. So the following Christmas, my husband had worked to save money aside, little by little, unbeknownst to me, to purchase this quilt that had stolen my heart. He had taken the time to notice that I really loved it, and feeling sad that I hadn't had anything from my dad's inheritance. He only felt it was right. And so he had this country garden in memory of Papa Gary Burt, pieced and quilted by Dixie Wagner in 2013. So it's a memory quilt of my father, which brings a great reminder of hard work and love of others and the appreciation of their hard work in beautiful, beautiful things. Even the hard works of people throughout the world in everything they do, the appreciation I have for them and their hard work that I couldn't do. So I'm just so grateful for the talents of others and myself, and I'm going to end this video with this picture that I feel is being passed on. It's from my daughter, and these are her thumbprints. She's made this beautiful art, and I just think that these skills and talents, each of my children are gaining a beauty, or an eye for beauty on these things. So I just leave that with you, knowing that this is the end of the video, but not the end of my work. Thank you.